Hi, it's Nicole with Bella Boulevard, and I'm jumping back into my month in review series featuring My Life 365. I am using the June section of My Life 365, and for me, I have already used this on a Father's Day layout, so I only have one full sheet, which has the wave pattern on one side and the popsicle print on the other side, and then a section of the cut aparts, which luckily has the Hello June 3x4 card, which is an element that I've used each month, as well as the tags, the paper tags that you can cut apart. I have been trying to use those as well. I think that they just offer a way to kind of bring in some grounding elements to clusters and kind of be able to pull color into different areas of the layout depending on which pattern papers they're kind of resting on. So I'm going to use the wave print and the popsicle print for two of my horizontal paper strips here. And then I went to my Bella Bestie stash and I'm going to grab a yellow polka dot. And then I decided to do an orange stripe. I just kind of looked at the back side of the cut apart paper, which has a multicolor plaid pattern, and tried to pick Bella Besties based off of the colors that I was seeing on that. I could have used that plaid print as well, but like I said, I was focused on those cut aparts, and so I didn't want to lose them by using the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and cut apart the ones that I am pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and use and set the other ones with some different kind of phrases on them to the side to put back in my stash. And I do have a couple leftover border strips from when I used this section of My Life 365 the first time. For my photos with this series, I am using some templates to drop my photos in. I try to keep them about 3 inches wide with a thin white border. I'm also putting the date directly on them just with a text box. And this kind of allows me to be able to use the same design whether I have full-size photos or I need smaller photos in a template type of orientation like this. So in a sense, I can still do this double page spread if I've got, 6 photos and I want to do full size, or maybe I have 26 and I want to do some smaller. So I marked off where that outer edge of my photos is going to be because I want to have kind of like an open margin over on the side. For some of my paper strips, I'm going to take this older punch that I have. It just kind of creates this wavy border with some holes in it. And I'm going to be able to go back through and do some hand stitching through those holes as well. I went ahead and marked the vertical center and just try to do my best to I'm not perfectly centering these. I'm just kind of trying my best to have a good balance of those 4 pattern papers with my photos kind of in the middle here. And if you are new to kind of monthly memory keeping or month in review, I use month in review as a way to house kind of those random photos that I take on my phone during the month, things around my house, different outings, basically anything that is not a dedicated event or something that is going to end up with a dedicated layout. Those leftover cut apart border strips I'm going to use on the ends over here. So I put this one that has meet me at the pool, and only one of my photos actually has a picture of us doing any sort of swimming activity. But for me, month in review, it really is just an opportunity to lean into that seasonal theme. And with June being in the middle of summer, it's just fun to kind of play with those water themes, the popsicles, the bright fun colors. So once I got my pattern papers down, I went ahead and drew some pencil lines to mark my hand stitching, went ahead and used a piercing tool to poke those holes, and then watched a couple episodes of a show, came back with my stitching done, and typed up my journaling. I keep this pretty simple kind of bullet style journaling, and just put the date so that I can reference which photo it goes to. Went back to my besties and tried to find another color to back this journaling area with. I want to say April's layout, I didn't do this additional layer of pattern paper, and I liked it for that one. For this one, I felt like I just kind of needed another little splash of some color going on. So I saw that the June title piece had this kind of darker green. So I'm going to cut a mat for that and figure out placement where June is not going to completely cover up my hand stitching. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this, and because I am reusing or kind of scrap lifting each month, there are certain things that I do and kind of keep them consistent, and it speeds up the process. So keeping my title and journaling over here on the left, keeping the title down here at the bottom. I do some sort of a notebook border to the hello month cut apart. With the tags, I just cut the corners off, use a hole punch to punch the hole. And a lot of these I actually end up cutting through the image or the phrases that are pre-printed on there, because really these are just bringing in different pops of color around the layout, and like I said earlier, kind of giving me a grounding place or a starting point for bringing in embellishments and kind of creating clusters. This 3x4 card with these popsicles that spell out summer, I wanted to find a way to use it, but I didn't love it in the card form, so I just kind of went old school, did some fussy cutting, and cut out those popsicles. I'm going to start building my cluster that I've been putting over on the upper right for all of these. This is just a fun way to use up those printables that have the word of each month, kind of have the pre-printed imagery on them. Those tags are giving me a place to kind of stack more embellishments on them. I am using foam adhesive for things that are going on top of this stuff, just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. I loved this wave border that was from the die cut pieces. I thought about trying to tuck those popsicles up there, but I was worried about the fact that 2 of them are red popsicles and there's a lot of red in those tags, and I was worried that you wouldn't be able to see it, or I would be covering up too much stuff that I still wanted to be able to see. So I'm a little out of frame, but I am going to go ahead and kind of add them down here on the lower right. And as this is going to kind of become a little cluster where I can bring in some letter stickers to add the date. Went ahead and tucked in the sunglasses that were on the die cut pack. The sun I tucked behind. And then there's tons and tons of popsicles, and I didn't think that I would have any other reason to use them, so I just decided we're going to try to get as many on this layout as I can. So I'm using a mixture of die cut popsicles from the Icon die cut pack. I'm using a mixture of the ones that are smaller and they're glossy. Those are from the Bella Pops, which there's 5 of them in that one. I found these little water drops that were also in the die cut pack. So I'm just going to kind of tuck them in here, and you can see it overlaps the tag in the cut apart. For scene building and stuff like this, that is key for me, as I like to have things kind of touching other elements, overlapping, and to me and my eye, that just makes things look cohesive. I found this phrase that I felt like fit really well underneath the June title. And then the popsicles that were on the chipboard sheet, I felt like were a really good size to kind of include over here with the title. I'm going to tuck this little red one into that U. And then the Bella Pop popsicles also had these little teeny tiny, almost enamel dots, which they're essentially like droplets from the popsicles. So I went ahead and tried to use those. this last little piece here, I just had one last strip. I love this multicolor plaid, so I'm going to very carefully slice it in half and add it to the outer edges of my layout. I think it just helped finish off those border strips, especially this one with the suns on it, because the background is white. The background of the sun strip is white as well, so this just kind of helped finish it off to my eye. The last thing that I did, and I don't know if I have a clip, is I found some like tiny letter stickers in my stash, and I just grabbed 2023 numbers, popped it up with foam adhesive, and I added it underneath the popsicles. So you can see those kind of here on the far right of my photos. So I've got some detail shots here. Let me know down below if you have ever done a monthly memory keeping style layout, and if you have played with My Life 365, what has been your favorite section of it so far. With that, I'm going to leave you guys here, and I'll catch you later.